Hi everyone. Imagine that you have always dreamed of having a puppy in your house. That wonderful day finally arrived. You bring home this little fireball of energy and playfulness, and then you realize pretty quickly that things are not going to go exactly as that you dream. And then you think to yourself, that would be great if I had an expert by my side 24/7 to ask all the questions about raising young puppies. I speak from experience. I'm currently raising my own months old Australian Shepherd puppy. Before she arrived, I spent countless hours reading books, watching video, researching everything I could find about puppy care. That extensive preparation inspired me to create what I'm presenting you today. I'm Julien, and today I'm excited to present you Puppy Companion, your expert guide for the most important months in the life of your puppies. Puppy Companions transform puppy challenge into lifetime bonds with AI-powered expertise. When raising your puppy, you face few challenges. The first of all, puppy blues is a well-documented phenomenon corresponding to the gap between the dream and the reality. Between and In the first week of your with your puppy, all your life is absorbed by satisfying all the needs of your new companion, and you ask yourself a ton of questions, and you try to answer this question by googling them. For example, how do I puppy train my puppy? And you get a million of completely contradictory results, and the same go from social media. You feel a bit overwhelmed with this misinformation, and if that was not enough, you have a temporal window of 16 weeks since the birth of your puppy, during which you will have to teach him essentials of what will make it his personality in the next 10 to 15 years. It sounds like a big challenge. Yes, it is. It seems like a big source of anxiety and pressure. Yes, it is too. But it is also a big source of opportunity because Puppy Companion will provide reliable and expert advices that will cut through the noise and help to raise your puppy a confident way. The need for guidance is creating an incredible market opportunity. As you can see, the pet care market is a stable growth of 4% yearly, and the pet tech market is an explosive growth of 16% yearly. And Puppy Companion is a slice of this pet tech market. My target in this pet tech market are the new puppy owner, especially first timers, and it is a relevant market for puppy companions because the early months investment mindset of new owners and the AI as a key differentiator. Puppy companions also serve owners' needs to expert guidance and reassurance and supporting them in building stronger bonds with their puppies in a confident way. Here are some screenshots of my Puppy Companion, my application. So there is few steps of I treat the application to first answer by clear and structured answer with a reliable context of a knowledge base. If the system doesn't find the answer in his knowledge base, it will have a web fallback to answer very precisely to the question of the query of the user, and then there is also a guardrail to stay in the field of dog and puppies. If the user asks a question which is not in the field of dog, it politely responds him that it's not adapted for him. So let's go for a demo. Here is my application. Is my application. As you can see on the left, there is a screen on the smartphone of my application, and on the right, I let a debug console to show what happened under the hood, because you can see which tool are called. So if I ask a question, I'm sure is in the base. For example, how do I puppy train my puppy? Sorry. The application will go and find in the knowledge base and build an answer based on this content. Here we go. As you can see, the system use a tool to know to build this answer, and here is the content of the answer and the book he used to build this answer. Okay. Okay. Sorry. And then, okay. Then I will ask a question, a very precise question that I know the answer is not in the database. This is the composition of of Kimball's for a puppy, and as you can see, the system we normally will go to the web and ask, okay, and we ask and we answer. Oh, sorry. Um, I should like go to the web, and okay. As you can see, the system go and do the search web to answer this response on the composition of the Kimball. And then I do another question, which not in the field of dog and puppy. It's how to train my cat to use a litter box. And normal, and as you can see, is politely say to the user that is not specialized in canine and puppy, is only specialized in canine and puppy education. What's happened under the hood? Here is a diagram of my application. The user asks a query. There is a router, a doorkeeper, which check if it's in the field of dog or puppy. If it's not, it say politely that it's not in the field. Otherwise, it try to retrieve the answer and the knowledge in his base. If there is an evaluator, if the evaluator check the response, and if the response is correct, it answer to the user. If not, use the tool and the web tool to build a response. And there is another evaluator which check if the response is correct, and then it give you the good answer. But if the answer of the web is not correct, then there is an handler which just say, I don't know. During the building and the design of my application, I try an embedding. I try an embedding, and I compare it to the off-the-shelf embedding of OpenAI. And as you can see, the OpenAI embedding was better than my fine-tuned model of embedding. So I decided to keep the OpenAI embedding in my application. So the vision for Puppy Companion is making puppy training accessible, immediate, and intuitive for everyone, every owner, everywhere, and every time. To do that, in the future, I have two directions. The first one is conversational and visual. I will add some audio capabilities have to be able to have voice input, queries, and audio response, because sometimes it's a bit complicated to use to write something because you have a puppy in your hand, for example. You can also do video generation to generate training video or stage-specific visual training. The other direction is enhanced knowledge base with video transcription integration, or to integrate the latest research in the knowledge base. There is also a scalable deployment because today it's hosted by Hugging Face, and to have a scalable deployment, you have to use AWS or Google GCP. That's all. Thank you for your attention. Here is the link to go to my application and GitHub if you want to check what happened under the hood.